Hey, everybody. Hi, all my personal chefs and cooks here in the Cooks Collective. I am Chef Shelly, and you may not even recognize me because it's been so long since I've done a live in this group. So I am jumping in here today. I want to talk to you about the easy steps to starting a personal chef business and getting paid to do what you love. So if you're brand new, some great information for you. And if you're one of my more experienced pros, I would love your feedback on what I am forgetting or what you think should be added. I guess those two things are the same thing, huh? Anyway, Facebook has made this all so fancy. Now I'm on my computer instead of my phone, so we'll see how that goes, because in my experience, it always goes a little sketchy on Facebook. So I want to dedicate this episode to Tanika, who put in the group that she was a little nervous about doing video. So I'm here to show you if I can show up and do this and lose track of what I'm saying and flounder and fumble around, and everyone can get a good laugh and still maybe get some useful information out of it. Hopefully that will inspire you that you can do the same and do an even better job. All right, so let's dive in. So for all those of you who are either thinking about starting a personal chef business, or if you are already a personal chef with a successful business or starting your business, these, I think, are the two things that, if either one of them are important to you, then this is definitely the path for you to take. Number one, if you are the type of person who you have either led your life having to work crap jobs that you didn't like, or never really got to work your passion, or had golden handcuffs, or any of those things, and all you really want to do is get paid to cook, to work your passion, that you love to cook, that food is your favorite, most important thing you love, and you love cooking for other people, personal chef, perfect for you. The other type of person, if you also love to cook, but something that's really important to you is making good money, being a personal chef is also the right business for you, because you can make so much more as a personal chef than you can working in a restaurant. You can also leverage a personal chef to do cooking during the day for regularly scheduled clients, and then if you want to do catering, do it on nights and weekends too, and then you still get that style of cooking, but you can make much more, I can't overstate that, as a personal chef than you can as any other kind of chef, except for the most experienced, highly qualified executive chefs in high-end restaurants. So that should be very compelling. So those are the two people that are being a personal chef is perfect for. And so for all my chefs out there that are already doing this, drop in the comments, are you a one, where the most important thing to you is getting to work your passion, or are you a two, where you love being able to make the big money? That's what I want to know. So drop that in there. So those are the type of person that being a personal chef is perfect for. Now I want to get into the 8 steps that you can go through to get started as a personal chef with a personal chef business. And this is where I'm calling on all my chefs here to jump in to the comments too and add if you think I'm missing anything. So when I think about becoming a personal chef and starting a personal chef business, there are 3 different main categories. Hi, Davina. Yep, 1, passion. Nice. That's what most personal chefs say, but you got to admit the money's pretty good too. So there are 3 main categories of your business that you need to really dial in to get started. And the first is, and of course I had to write down and take notes, is your positioning. This is going to be everything that you dial into your business to get you positioned to make it the easiest to get clients, to make sure that you are cooking your passion and doing what you want to do. So, under powerful positioning, that would be your niche. Are we feeling fancy today? Is it your niche, your niche? For instance, I am in the suburbs of a big city. I am about 20, 25 miles away from Dallas, Texas. Up here, it is all families. Families usually with young kids, and they are struggling with feeding their kids, getting everybody to eat well, getting something that everybody wants to eat, the time it takes to do the shopping, to deal with all that, blah, blah. And that's why they want to have a personal chef. Now, if you are in the big city, in the thick of it, and you're surrounded by, I call these are the burbs, those would be the urbs, high rises and loft-like living, you're probably dealing a lot more with high-end couples or singles. So they're going to probably want a different type of food. They're going to have different reasons for wanting a personal chef. So knowing what you're marketing is going to keep you happier because you're cooking what you want to cook. For instance, maybe your specialty is Indian food and that's what you want to cook. So that's how you market. Or you're doing it where I am, you know that you want to market to families. So you know how to talk to them so that they're attracted to your services. Or again, if you're in the urbs by the fancy high-rise lofts and you want to be cooking for those high-income, probably gourmet food wanting, eating out at restaurants all the time, maybe they need to lose a little weight because of it, then you're going to have totally different messaging. And that's one of the most important ways that you get your perfect positioning. So that's your niche. Then there's your services. So what are you going to be marketing? I talk about this all the time. If you've been here with me for any amount of time, you know for me, it's all about regularly scheduled personal chef services. I want to cook my clients a 5x4. That's all I want to do. I want to have one client a day. I want them scheduled ahead of time. I want to know exactly what I'm doing, when I'm going to be doing it. I want that routine, and that's what's important to me. Routine of clients, routine of income. So for me, it's those regularly scheduled services that I'm all about. There's a million other things that personal chefs can do. So what do you want to do? Do you want to do catering jobs? That can be a little challenging right now, but that depends on where you are too. And it's going to change. We all know that it's going to change. Everything will go back to normal someday. Catering jobs, do you want to do, if you live in an area where the cottage laws let you bake, do you want to do baking out of your house and market that in addition to? Do you want to do cooking classes? Right now you can totally be marketing online cooking classes. That's a huge market. You can market recipe development as a personal chef. You can do meal planning services for people. There's a cajillion different things you can do. But what you don't want to do, just like you want to have a niche, is you don't want to tell people the billion different things that you do because then it's just overwhelming for people. You want to market just those top services that you most want to do. All right, so that was number one, you need to have your niche, and number two, your services. And the last one for your perfect positioning would be pricing. So pricing is one of the questions that people who are wanting to get started have the most trouble with sometimes, and a lot of that is your own mindset, trying to figure out how to price so that it's attractive to clients, but you're making the money that you need to make. And there's a lot of different factors that go into that. So having your pricing dialed in, especially for those regular personal chef services, is key. And those three things make up the positioning that you need to dial in your business. So did I forget anything? Am I chefs out there? Let me know if you could think anything else you need to do for positioning your business. So then the second category would be protection, having the proper protection for your business. If you're serious about being a personal chef and you're serious about getting paid to do what you love, you need to take your business seriously. And for that proper protection, the three things that you need to dial in are you need to have business insurance, and not just any business insurance. You need to have insurance that's specifically tailored for a personal chef. You don't want the same kind of insurance as like someone who, trying to think of a business that's not being a personal chef. I'm sure there are other businesses out there. Let's say you're a bookkeeper. That would totally be a different type of business because there is that health safety component of being a personal chef. So it's important that you have the right insurance. Your accounting, you need to run your business like a business. Your business finances need to be separate from your personal finances. So that's the second one in this category. And finally, having a legal structure for your setup for your business too. Are you going to be an LLC or are you just going to be a sole proprietorship? And those are the three things that you need to set up to have your business run professionally so that you're protected in case something does happen, because you do want to cover yourself since you're a business as a business in case of liability. Carl out there. Hey, when Carl tells you that you're looking good, you know you're looking good because Carl does some video, don't you, Carl? Thanks for that. All right, and then the last category, so we've gone through the first 6 steps. We've got 2 more for the things that you need to do to dial in a personal chef business are a marketing plan and also a business plan. So you need to have your planning. So your business plan is kind of the nuts and bolts of like the things we talked about before, like what kind of business entity are you going to have? What is your niche going to be? What kind of services do you want to offer? What's your pricing? How much do you want to work? All that's kind of your business plan. And then your marketing plan takes that information that you got from your niche and from the services you want to offer and dials them into how are you going to find your perfect clients for what you're offering, and what are you going to do to get them? So that goes into the last one, which is your marketing routes. So again, I kind of said my niche being out here in the burbs is families. So I have noticed over the years that interestingly enough, 9 times out of 10, it's always the mom that contacts me. So where am I going to go to find moms in the burbs in my area? Where are they hanging out online? What do they want to see? How am I going to get their attention? What am I going to put in front of them? So if I'm marketing on social media, that'll be what am I going to post to get them to stop the scroll? What can I say that'll be instantly appealing for them? What am I going to put in there that's going to get them to contact me? Because everything you do should be focused on getting them to take the next step if they're interested. So all those things, so that's like social media. Then what about ads? If I want to run ads, am I going to run ads on Facebook or Google? What about having a website? Am I going to work a website with SEO best practices so that I come up high in search engines? Again, we talked about like what if you're in the urbs around the high rises and stuff? Where are those people hanging out? Because I guarantee they're maybe online they're hanging out in similar places, but suburban moms aren't hanging out the same places as young, 2-income, no-kid couples who are living the fast life and wanting gourmet food and jet-setting around and doing all that stuff. And again, they're not hanging out in the same places as maybe you're near a high-end senior community. They're doing totally different things, and they're totally different places. So you need to know where are the clients that you want and how to talk to them. And that all gets back to that call to action. You want to encourage them to take the next step with you. So anyone else think of anything else? For me, those are my top 8. You need to have your positioning. That's your niche, your services, and your pricing. You need to have your protection. That's your insurance, your business entity, and your business accounting dialed in because that's separate from your personal money. And then finally, you need to have your marketing your plan and business plan and your marketing routes to get your clients. And it may sound like a lot, but it's really simple. And you all know I talk about the first time, the first step. The first step is getting your cooking dialed in, getting your recipes dialed in, and just getting that foundation so that you're confident enough to do it. Because 99% of this is your mindset and your confidence, and the 1% is pretty much paperwork. It really is. Just like we were saying, Tanika earlier was nervous about doing video. One, you just got to do it. If you just do it, you'll find out afterwards that it didn't kill you after all as much as you thought it would, and then you can go on and do it. And you can start doing it on your business Facebook page and start showing those clients your passion for food and speaking in the language to the exact ones that you want, that want your services, and get super compelling. It's just practice. So if you need practice with your cooking, don't forget, if you don't have it already, you can go to chefshelly.co, and right there on that page is the How to Cook a Personal Chef Service guide that totally walks you through how to cook a personal chef service. And you can always drop a post here in the group, and I am committing now. New year, it has been so long since I have been in here regularly on video. I am a heck of a typer, but let me tell you, I know that I need to be here in front of you to answer your questions and help you out and everything. So I am committing to being here and doing that. As a matter of fact, I will see you Friday on another video. I am going to welcome our new Cooks Collective members. So if there's anything too that you can think of that you want to chat about, then I will be here. So I hope you are all having a fantastic new year already so far. This is day 6. If you are not getting a lot of client inquiries right now, I really encourage you to check your marketing and check your messaging and make sure that you are speaking to that perfect client that's dialed into your niche, because this is one of the busiest times for client inquiries for personal chefs. So if you're not seeing it, go that extra mile and dial in your marketing. I guarantee you it'll be worth your time 10 times over. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here with me. I see you, Christina and LaRonda. Thanks so much. And I will see you Friday. And remember, get out there, because the clients are out there and they're hungry for what you're cooking. I can't cook for them all. I need you to pick up a couple. Help me out here, will you? All right. Talk to you later. Thanks.